Well, the RBA today cut Australia's interest rate to a record low of 0.1%. It takes the official cash rate to the lowest in the nation's history. But will this ultimately help the economy recover by assisting job creation, which is its intent, or is it all academic at that kind of level? Let's turn now to Nicki Hutley from Deloitte. Nicki, thank you very much for your time.
My absolute pleasure.
So what impact will this low interest rate have on the economy, given the fact that we've had very, very low interest rates now for about 18 months?
Yeah, but if you think about it in percentage terms, we're going from 0.25 basis points down to zero point 0.1. So that's, a very significant cut in percentage terms, more than halving. And look, it'll give consumers more confidence. It'll help businesses that want to take advantage of some of the government's budget policies. It helps the government themselves to keep spending, knowing that their interest bill is really low. And it will also help put downward pressure on the Aussie dollar. So right across the board, it's helping to stimulate spending. And as the RBA noted, now that restrictions are lifted, the economy is sort of starting to come together again, the summer months approaching, people have got the ability to borrow more and perhaps the confidence and willingness to do so. So let's hope it all lines up.
And confidence, I guess, comes with what you think will happen in the short to medium term. Today, the RBA is talking about keeping this rate that low for 3 years.
They are, but, the good news is they've upgraded their forecast, so unemployment peaking at 8% rather than 10%. Now, even though that's better, we've still got a long, hard road and it's bumpy and uncertain. So we need all the stimulus we can get. And they've said, it's really important to get wages growth where it needs to be to get inflation back to where their target is. We need to have much stronger growth in employment and get that unemployment rate right down. So there's a fair bit of hard work to do, and it is going to take us a long time to rebuild back to not only where we were before COVID, but hopefully better than that, because that was pretty sluggish. So a big job in hand for both the RBA and the government with fiscal policy still to go.
And was that spike in the stock market today, which came in the morning, related to the expectations of what was going to happen to interest rates in the afternoon?
Look, I believe it was. The increased expectation, although most economists have been forecasting this for quite a few weeks now, so it wasn't exactly a surprise. Who knows what spooks the market at any one particular point in time, but certainly that was their focus. Clearly, a lot of direction on the US as well and what's going on there, but more uncertainty than direction, I think, from that front.
So would you say after today that we are on track for this beautiful recovery, as one of your colleagues has mentioned?
Yeah, and it does look good, but he would also say it's still a long gap, but we're going to see good rates of growth. The RBA themselves talking about 6% this financial year and 4% the year after. That's probably a little bit higher than we have, but still all heading in the right direction. But, we still know that there is a big gap. There's still overly high unemployment and there's still a lot of people out there doing it very tough. So no silver bullet, but we are heading in the right direction and you can't ask for more than that in this crazy COVID world.
Yeah, exactly. Good rundown. Nicki Hutley, thank you so much for that.
My pleasure. Thanks.